the top 12 songs of 1972. This was an amazing year. Coming in at number 12, Sandman by America. America is remembered usually for the song A Horse with No Name or Ventura Highway, which I love. But Sandman deserves to be mentioned alongside these songs. It's a very dreamy, mysterious, beautifully arranged song with acoustic guitars, weaving around these sort of rich vocal harmonies. I love the harmonies. It feels almost hypnotic. George Martin was the producer, and his production gives everything, plenty of room to breathe. It creates an atmosphere that's every bit as important, really, as the melody itself. It's one of those songs that just quietly pulls you in. It's not prog, but it's just a great song. Sandman by America. Coming in at number 11 is a prog song. It's You Speak and Speak Cogram by Magma. Magma, many people don't even know about Magma, but for the people who do, they wonder sometimes what planet they come from. The track is it's an amazing introduction to their bizarre but fascinating universe. It blends jazz fusion, sort of operatic choirs, relentless rhythm. They invented their own language. It sounds something like less than rock, like an alien religious ceremony or something. It's completely inaccessible to listeners. But if it clicks, it opens a musical door that no other band has ever walked through that I know of for sure. Coming in at number 10 is Time Was by Wishbone Ash. Wishbone Ash never gets the credit they deserve for helping shape progressive hard rock. Time Was opens very gently, but it gradually builds into one of the finest guitar showcases of the decade. Andy Powell and Ted Turner, aptly named, they don't just trade solos, but it's sort of like a conversation, a twin guitar harmonies. You think of Judas Priest or Iron Maiden, well, this is really good here. The song balances the melody and the improvisation. It's an emotion. It's just nearly 10-minute running time. It never feels excessive. It's great. Coming in at number 9 is Snowblind by Black Sabbath. This is one of the finest Black Sabbath songs ever recorded, and I know they're not prog, but it doesn't matter. Volume 4 gets remembered mostly for the heavier moments, and Snowblind shows the sophistication of Sabbath as songwriters. We'll get into that later on down the line, but it's a crushing riff. It's a beautiful, haunting melody. Ozzy's vocals are very vulnerable here. Tony Iommi's guitar moves effortlessly between menace and melody, and Bill Ward's drumming is just Bill Ward. He's heavy metal, and it's a great song. Number 8, this might be a little controversial, Supper's Ready by Genesis. This is not a song. It's a musical journey. I know that sounds cliche, but it is. And it does hold together despite moving through sort of pastoral folk, hard rock, surreal humor, apocalyptic imagery, all this stuff. The theatrical storytelling is at its absolute peak here with Genesis. The entire band demonstrates why they became one of prog rock's defining groups. Every section has its own identity, so to speak, and it has one of the great rock music climaxes. I never could really get into this as much as some of the bigger songs. I say bigger songs, but sort of like Close to the Edge and Echoes and even Atom Heart Mother, I could get into a little bit more, but Supper's Ready, it's just hard for me to get into it. And but I do give it its due. It does deserve to be on this list, but just not as high as some of these others to me, okay? So coming in at number 7, Thick as a Brick, Jethro Tull. Ian Anderson. Brilliant. He mocks the excesses of prog rock on this one of prog rock's greatest achievements. The irony of that, you know. But it makes this album so enjoyable. You know, the transitions feel completely natural. You got recurring themes that constantly evolved. Martin Barre's guitar work is just criminally underrated. Gosh, I mean, the piece is full of satire and philosophical, observations, and it's just 50 years later, it just still feels remarkably fresh to me. Coming in at number 6 is "Do It Again" by Steely Dan. Steely Dan sounds unlike anyone else. Their jazz harmony, their razor-sharp musicianship, Latin rhythms, you know, the pop hooks, it all collides in "Do It Again." And they proved really that accessibility, I talk a lot about complexity and accessibility, but the accessibility didn't have to come at the expense of intelligence. Every instrument feels exactly where it belongs. It's got a hypnotic groove to it. The unforgettable electric sitar solo. I mean, it's one of those songs that's deceptively complex. But the more you listen, the more details you discover. Definitely. Number 5, "River" by Gentle Giant. I love Gentle Giant. Gentle Giant often, you know, they lean more towards complexity for its own sake, but River achieves something more difficult. It's emotional complexity, and it's sort of like the intricate vocal counterpoint and the shifting rhythms and medieval influences, and it's like constantly changing textures, but it don't feel like some sort of technical exercise. The mood is quiet, reflective. It's one of the most beautiful pieces of the band ever recorded, and to me, the virtuosity means very little, unless it can communicate some sort of accessibility. Number 4, "Siberian Khatru" by Yes. There's prog rock songs that impress your brain, and then there's that kind of make you groove and kind of make you grin from ear to ear. And Siberian Khatru manages to do both. Steve Howe, gosh, one of the greatest guitar performances of the decade. Chris Squire's bass, you know, it's practically like a lead instrument here. Bill Bruford, John Anderson's soaring melody. Oh, gosh, I love this song. I believe it's my favorite song off "Close to the Edge." But "Close to the Edge" is on "Close to the Edge," so it's kind of hard. This is an exhilarating song from the opening riff to the finality of it. Coming in at number 3, "Watcher of the Skies" by Genesis. I ranked "Watcher of the Skies" over "Supper's Ready" because I love it more. I mean, it's one of the most majestic openings in prog rock history, and it instantly transports you somewhere. Ancient, mysterious, and cosmic, and the song shifts into like Genesis, one of their most powerful arrangements. Gabriel, the haunting vision of an abandoned earth, viewed through alien eyes. It's science fiction, it's philosophy, it's prog rock, all rolled into one. It's brilliance, and I love it. Coming in at number 2 is "From the Beginning," Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Oh, wow, this song. This acoustic song. I mean, sometimes prog rock gets accused of forgetting how to write songs. And "From the Beginning" just completely destroys that argument. Greg Lake delivers the most gorgeous acoustic performance of the era. The melody is so elegant. His voice is just smooth as butter. I mean, Carl Palmer actually shows remarkable restraint on this. Keith Emerson with the synthesizer. Oh, I just love this song. It almost was number 1 is how overwhelming the beauty of this song is. And it's proof that technical brilliance means the most when it serves a melody instead of replacing the melody. Number one, Close to the Edge. If somebody asked me to play one song that explains what prog rock is, at its absolute highest level, this is it. This is the piece I would choose every single time. There's nothing about it that feels forced or self-indulgent. Every movement feels natural. It's performed at an astonishing level. It's emotional. It's virtuosity at its peak. Each member of the band contributes career-defining performance here. It's enormous. I mean, it's epic. If you're going to ever use that word, epic, you use it for this song, Close to the Edge. It's breathtaking. It's a Smithsonian-level song, as David Lee Roth might say. It remains one of the most transcendent pieces ever captured on tape. And more than 50 years later, Close to the Edge still sounds like music is reaching for something beyond. For me, it's not just the greatest song of 1972, but it stands as one of the greatest achievements in the entire history of rock music. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. 90% of the people who watch these videos are not subscribers. Please subscribe. It helps me out. And I enjoy doing this. And the more subscribers I have, the more I can do this. So share it with your friends as well. And until next time, you guys take care.